Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be making some treat boxes for Valentine's Day for some little ones. So I used some of the backgrounds from our background session, and I put one on here, and then on the other side I put one of the hearts. I thought this one would be a little bit easier to open for the younger child. She's 2. And then the older grandchild, I thought we would decorate that one and then finish decorating this one today. And my plan is to fill them with candy of different types. And they, squeeze open so that they can, I think they'll get a kick out of that. This one's a little bit easier to squeeze. It's already a little bit open, which I think will help her a little bit be able to do it. But I thought we would decorate them today. So I did stamp this out. I'm using the Tim Holtz, a really old stamp. It's a set that has a bunch of different holidays, and it has some various stamps for different holidays. But I tend to use this Valentine's one a lot because I think it's the only stamp I have that actually says Happy Valentine's Day. I have a lot of love and things like that, but I don't have a lot of Valentine's Day that actually say Happy Valentine's Day. So I tend to use these for that. What I like to do, especially if I'm putting it on here, now if I was stamping it in a card, I would just stamp it and not worry about it. But because we have this very small area, I'm going to actually put this one on here. I'm contemplating putting this on, but I might not. I want them to be a little bit different. So what I thought is, I already had this one out, and what I thought is we would cut the words apart. What you're basically doing is making a small card on the front of this treat box. The treat box is really neat because it does open up and it is fun, but it's pretty easy to make. It does have 2 parts. I think I showed you the wrong die last time. It was on clearance or, really marked down, and I bought it probably a couple of years ago now in anticipation that someday they'd be old enough for me to make this for them. So that's where I'm at with that. Now, I do have this heart. This is a Tim Holtz heart, and it's from the Vault one, so it's a little bit different size. And I have these that I made, I don't know where I got it. They're a die set. It's supposed to be the candy. And I thought that would be fun to put on each one. So let's try this one to start with. What I'd like to do is just go around the outside with a little bit of pink. Make it look a little festive. And then glue it on there. And then put one of these on that side. And the side with the heart. Oh my, I did the day first. That's probably not the best way to do this. Probably start with Valentine's. Usually it's better if you start in the middle so you can put things around it, or start on the ends and put the thing in the middle. One way or the other, those are usually... But I'm not too worried about these being super straight or super... They're more for fun. So they can be kind of a little askew, and that'll be okay. I think that saying Happy Valentine's Day like that is cute. And then we'll just put one of these on here for them. This is for her. Let's do the white one so it'll show up a little bit better. And although Valentine's Day tends to be rather, red, and I thought this candy's pretty cute on here. So I kind of like that. Although it's red and pink and such. I'm going to watch how much of that you put on there. So I do have this candy. I made this. It's supposed to be like one of those bullseye candies, because she really likes Bullseye from Toy Story. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of get her some Bullseye candies and say these are Bullseye candies. And she probably won't like to eat them, but if I made this look like that, that was my thought behind it. So what I did, this comes out really easily if you don't use the glossy accents on it. It comes out really easily. But I used some glossy accents so it would look like it was candy in a, in a plastic. That was the thought process behind it. If I ever get it out, we can see if it does look like a piece of candy. Now these are pretty neat. I got these at a store that does like repurposing and stuff. So I don't know who, how the person did it, but they used it on, they put backing on some felt and then they die cut it. It's really kind of nice to have. It was a nice pickup for me because, I don't have this die, but it's a little candy die. I like it for Christmas, but I also like it for this reason. But then it's also got the sticker on the back, so you can just put the sticker on. I mean, I could put it up here. It's supposed to be chocolate. Yeah, I'll just put it up here. It'll be fine. It's not as cute as the other one, but, it's supposed to be chocolate. She really likes chocolate, so... And I thought it being a bullseye, I could explain that and put some bullseyes in, a couple of bullseyes in here and see if she likes them. I used alcohol markers and colored it and then put the glossy accents on top so it would look shiny. I don't know if you can catch that shine or not, so it looks like it's a candy in a wrapping. I also thought we could put some, let's finish this one here. I was going to do, I got this red one. I think this red might be good. And then, I don't know if I'm going to put that or not. I think I'll put the red heart, just the plain red heart, so that it's not too elaborate for him. And he does like red. Red used to be his favorite color. Now it's green, so you know how that goes. They go in and out of colors and things like that as they get older. But now it's green, which is interesting because that was his daddy's favorite color. So I like these a lot. These are the impresslets from Tim Holtz, and they make, if you go around this, you could go around it in a lot of different things. I wanted to leave it a little plain because this has the paper has a lot going on. There's just a lot going on here. It's got the sparkle on it, the little glitter and stuff. So I thought keeping this kind of plain might be the better idea. And I was going to do the same thing with this, except maybe I'll just put his right going across. We could put red going around it. And then on the other side, I'll put his, a little bit of background and put his candy. Now his candy is going to be green, so it's going to look kind of like Christmas, but he likes green. And since green is his favorite color, I thought that would be better than making it match. I'm going to put this up on an angle like this. Well, maybe not, because it'll fit better if it's straight, apparently. Okay, so like this. And I was going to put, unfortunately, it's going to look like Christmas over here. So I'm probably not going to use this one. I think he would get a kick out of this 3D one too, though. So maybe I'll put the 3D one on this side. He likes stuff like this, where it looks like it's a, a gem or something like that. Something from Minecraft would make him happy, I think. So we'll just put this one on here, and he'll have two different hearts that are just red. So maybe... So in order to make sure these stay closed once I put candy in them, and that it'll be more fun for them to open it up, I'm going to use my Crocodile, and I'm going to put a hole in here. And then I've got these brads. They were, as you can see, playing card brads, but I plan to use the hearts out of them to make, hopefully, this look pretty cool. Let's see if we can do it. You never can tell, I probably should have been able to do this before I put this together. In fact, that would have been a terrific idea. And I'll keep that in mind the next time I do it. Because this one is these are my experimental versions, if you will. And hopefully the next time I will know all these secrets. And I could possibly save you, if you're going to do the same thing, from having any issues. So the heart goes in here, kind of cute. I wish it was the other way though. It's kind of in an awkward place to open it up, if you can see that. So I might turn it around and put it in that way, because it doesn't look as cute as I had envisioned. And shoot, should have put it down further, I guess. I was worried it was going to be too far down and it wouldn't hold them together. So that's another problem that you can have. And I can do a lot of other things. I mean, there are a lot of other ways to hold it. I just thought these would be cute because they're hearts. And they would fit the theme very well. But here's my idea for the something on top. I have some hearts here that I already cut out. And what I'm thinking is, if I put them on top here, on either side, and glued them on, and then had it go through there, it would look very much like a real clasp. Like this. Might look very cute. I think we should give that a try. I don't know how I'm going to know where to put the hole, but I could line it up after I put it on here, I guess. So there's that. Let's give that a try. I'm going to go in here and put the hole. I'm guessing. I'm not really sure. But I need to glue these down. I need to glue these down. And I think what I'll do is then line up the hole, make it look like almost like a hole enforcer, you know? And hopefully, if I line up the hole then, there we go, like that. It's not a bad idea. Now, my question is, I cannot let them glue together. If they glue together, we will never get it open, even if you... Let's try this one at the bottom again. And put it over the hole. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's really hard to see, but I'm trying to line up the hearts and the whole 9 yards. And we'll see how that works. It could be close. It doesn't have to be exact. Just be close like that. I think it'll work. Let's make sure it still will open. Because if I glued them shut, it's a whole nother problem we have. Here we go. See, once you put something on there, it doesn't want to open up quite as nice. So I'm going to have to glue this again. I'll put some double-sided tape on here. A lot of problems with this plan I had. I think decorating it was the worst problem. As soon as before it was decorated, they worked really well. I think maybe just using there we go. That looks cute, huh? Yeah, much cuter. I think that's a pretty good plan right there. It looks cute, and then you can open it up, and it can keep the tops closed until you're ready for them to open it up. I think that's a good idea. I'll do the same on the other one, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, so here's what we ended up with. This one's got that on the back, and this one has that on the back, but I still think they're cute. And once they're filled with candy, nobody will care what they look like on the outside anyway. That's how kids are. My youngest granddaughter is only, she's not quite one. She'll be 1 couple days after Valentine's Day. So I'll have to have a different treat idea for her. So look for that coming up. And I hope you'll join me again on the next video. Keep crafting.
And dance by the light of the moon.